Appreciate everybody being here, and especially you all came out from Baltimore. Thanks for coming out. Just a really well-earned victory against a really good football team. I'm really proud of our guys. We talked, and kind of the message at one point was to be strong and courageous, and even came up to be strong in the Lord. That was actually the message. And I just think that you have ups and downs in a season, both teams, and kind of live these things close to your heart. And these are just huge battles every week in this league. And going against a team that's this well coached by all their coaches and by my brother Jim, best coach in the National Football League, when he's done with that team and how hard they're playing, what they did. Hats off to them, because they're going to win a lot more football games this year, and they're going to be a major factor in the playoffs. So this is a big win for our guys. I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of the way they came out and responded. After the first 10 points, we're down 10-0, and our guys step up. I think they had 2 field goals until the last drive on defense, and our offense had 5 or 6 scoring drives right in a row there to make a difference. So that's what I appreciate about our guys. They really don't flinch. They keep fighting. They got locked in on some details, and they played really good winning football. So proud of them for that. Now we have a quick turnaround. We got to get back about 6:30 in the morning and get to work on a very good Eagles team. So what questions do you have?
John, what was kind of meeting your brother after the game? What was kind of said after the game?
I just told him, hey, you're a great coach and you have a great team. I love you. He said, congratulations. It was good. Yeah.
John, 2-minute warning there in the second quarter. It looked like punt team was heading out there, and then the offense all of a sudden went out. What went into that decision for you, and how kind of difficult of a call was that?
Yeah, I mean, the downside is you give the ball to the 16-yard line. That's the downside. But the upside of the thought is that I really thought we'd get it. I thought Mark could get it with the quarterback sneak, and I just thought he and Tyler and our interior offensive line. I mean, Pat McCarty just coming off the ball the way he did, and Daniel Fillet coming off the ball the way he did. I thought we'd get it, and he did. So hats off to them. It led to like a 90-some-yard drive. We got 7 points. That was a big turning point in the game.
Did anyone from offense try to talk you into going for it on that one?
No. We just kind of.
John,
it's always a team decision.
John, toward the end of the game, you're on defense. You kind of gave the earmuffs thing, maybe telling you guys not to jump. I wonder if you sort of had to do that in the week leading up to this and just sort of block out the constant inquiries about the brother thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I see. That's why you're so good, Sam. I mean, that's clever. Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of earmuffs in that sense, and I know it was for Jim too. I mean, because in the end, it's like, it's true, it's meaningful, it matters. It's just something that, it's just an incredible thing. I mean, it does mean a lot, and I'm so proud of him. It's an amazing thing to look back to where we are, from where we came, and all the different, we got different paths, we grew up in the same room, and kind of have always lived our life side by side. But that's not what the game's about. The game really is about players, and the players are always going to win a game or lose a game or whatever. It's just and that's why strong and courageous is such a big deal, because it takes so much to play this game. You got to be strong and courageous to play football. You really do. And at this level, these guys sacrifice so much, and they go out there and they just throw everything on the line. And I have so much respect for players. Jim's the same way. We both try to treat our players with great respect, admiration, and love. Because that's how we feel about it.
John, you've seen Jim do this before. Can you describe how he's able to come to a team and a program, and very quickly the players buy in and he turns it around? Sometimes people come in with a 2-3 year plan. How do you describe what he's been able to do?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. Just what I just said, because Jim is a believer in the players, and he understands it. You build teams around players' strengths, and you build teams around players that love football, and players that want to work hard and want to play hard, and they want to come up into the office, and they want to be part of a team and be a part of something bigger than themselves. And he just leans into that and loves into that every single day with his guys, and I do believe that's why they respond in the way they do.
John, you said about the defense to respond the way they did after that first drive and to do it without Roquan tonight.
Yes, I think hats off big time to the defense, and you know, Rowe wasn't there. You know, he's kind of, some people would say the heart and soul. I think I got asked that question before the game, without the heart and soul of the defense. And he's the middle of the defense for sure. But I was very confident that these guys would step up. And you're talking about starts with Malik Harrison and also Christian Welch and also Chris Board. Those three guys shared the load. Malik Harrison steps in as he's sitting right here and has a career game. There's 12 tackles. 12 tackles. And the thing I appreciate about Malik is he's a really even-keeled guy, but he's a confident person. And they go down to the first drive, and we're trying to figure out what's going on and how we're going to play these different things, right? And talk you through it. He didn't flinch for 1 second. Just stepped up and stepped into those run plays and made a bunch of tackles. And couldn't be more proud of him. I think he, in a lot of ways, epitomizes the victory tonight.
John, when you look at the spectacular plays by some of your skill position players, Rashad with that catch under tight coverage, Mark winning basically the jump ball, and obviously Justice with his big run, is that the kind of stuff you're going to need to see from those guys to get to the championship goal that you have this year? Absolutely.
I mean, players making plays is what it's all about. And I guess I got to give a game ball to Babe. I got to give a game ball to Babe for that catch. I should have got that.
That's on me, Coach. Sorry.
We'll get a game ball. We're gonna give it to him right now because he deserves it. So add him to the game ball list because that was an unbelievable catch. But players making plays in big moments, that's what these guys work their whole life for. You know, it's what they dream of. To see him do it is very fulfilling.
John, to circle back to Malik, you know, obviously I think he played over 20 special team snaps today, line them as the edge, and they have your sets off ball. You know, more just what kind of about his versatility do you appreciate for a game like this?
That's what it is. I mean, you talk about versatility and all the different things, and even within special teams, they're versatile jobs. I mean, there's the 6 different phases, are all different jobs for Malik. But then he plays inside back or in the middle of the defense and on the edge, setting the edge. That's a pretty unique thing to do. So, you know, we talked about him, you know, making. He's already made a name for himself, I think, but making even a bigger name for himself. He did it tonight.
John, you have some pretty elite.
You guys converted not just in the second quarter, but there's the one late in the third. You went for twice on the same drive, got both of them, led to a touchdown. What gave you the belief, the confidence in those moments to go for it there?
Yeah, I just felt like we could get them. I mean, you got to believe in your guys, and I thought we were running the ball pretty well, and I felt good about our offensive line. Felt good about Derek. Felt good about Lamar and the threat of Lamar in those situations as well. Even the 2-point play, going for that same thing. I mean, try to go up 9. At some point in time, if they get back in it, if they score again, they're going to go for 2 if you kick it. So, you know, I kind of want to put the ball in Lamar Jackson's hands, you know, and try to get the 2-point conversion instead of trying to have to stop it. You know, that was the thinking on that one. So all those situations kind of have the same thought process.
John, the one where you were, again, going back to the one where you're backed up for 16, not many teams go for it when you're trailing that much back. What was the override?
Well, I mean, I don't think, you know, I'm not saying we'll go for it all the time either, but the overriding thing was who we were playing. You know, and the idea that, you know, you just got to try to hang on to possessions as long as you can because they're so good. And if you have a chance to convert because it's 6 inches as opposed to something that could be tougher, you could be in a 3rd and 10 the next time out, and you don't get a real chance to do it, and their offense is so challenging and so good. That's really the main reason. We just felt we're going to need it.
John,
Gonna do 2 more.
Roquan close at all? Like, it looked like he was on the field for a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. But what is close when it comes to these? You know, define close for me. It's a challenge.
John, these games are always tough on your parents, but since today's our wedding anniversary, you have a chance to reach out to them before the game, or?
Did wish them happy 63rd wedding anniversary. I know Jim did the same. Jim and I texted back and forth before the game a little bit. Just so grateful for our parents, and they're the ones who, you know, when you're blessed enough to have parents who get along so well, love each other, and married for 63 years, it kind of gives you a good idea how it's supposed to work. You know, I think that's a gift that they've given us, all 3 of us. So, you know, it's tough. They're in Florida. They're with Joni and Tom, watching the game in Florida, and I know they're happy they're 100% happy, and they're 100% disappointed at the same time. So if you can imagine that, that's how they feel right now.
All right, thanks, Coach.